Greetings, everybody. It's me again. And it's only right, since it's an 8-day, that I talk about money. And the chart we're looking at is when the Federal Reserve was founded, December 23rd, 1913, a year before World War I. So let's look into it. And if you know anything about numerology and money, 8, 17, 26, and 28, and 6 as well. Those are all Monday numbers. 8 are usually more finance before romance. They're mostly about their money. They're very grounded people, very practical. They're Earth number as well. And in the astrology aspect, number 8 is Scorpio, which deals with the IRS, taxes, you and your partner's money. It deals with corporate endeavors. The opposite is Taurus. Federal Reserve. And when you want to look at where you want to make money, where would be the best planet to get good luck when it comes to money is good old Jupiter. They have Jupiter in their second house, which rules money, and in Capricorn, which rules the government. And is the Federal Reserve not a part of the government? Well, it's controversial, you know what I'm saying, but makes sense to me why they make so much money. They're into acquiring material possessions, acquiring wealth. They have Jupiter there, the great benefic, in the sign of Capricorn, which rules government, structure, organization. The engineers, they engineered a way how to acquire money through paper currency. And the US dollar, in terms of the Pythagorean system, U is 3, S is 1, 4 is D, and that equals 8. And 8 popped up again. And they have this head is like a Jupiterian effect. This the north node of the moon is in the 4th house, which deals with Cancer normally. But America is a Cancer country, so of course they made it in America. But you can read this multiple ways. You can start one here, 1, 2, 3, or start here because they are Sagittarius, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's a cusp chart, you can read them both ways. A cusp chart just means there's more work for me. I can read you both ways because your sun is in Capricorn, even though you were born on the 12th December, which rules Sagittarius, but sun's right there because it was a cusp on the 23rd. And then you have this here on the 10th house, or could be the 9th, but we're going to say the 10th now, which is traditionally Capricorn, which shows why they've had issues with the government, people of status, people of high positions definitely opposed the Federal Reserve. Titanic sinking is part of it. A lot of wealthy people were on that ship and they died. And a lot of them opposed the Federal Reserve. But because they made it in America, it helps them give good energy, made it blessed. If you read it from Sagittarius, which is the 4th house. But if you read it from here, it's the 3rd house. And number 3 people are good at communicating. They communicated in the way that the world, we needed the Federal Reserve, capitalism, to make the world a better place. And they pushed that. They sold that dream because it's Pisces. They sold that dream. They hypnotized people, making them believe it because Pisces is all about believing. Makes sense to me. Now let's move on to Vanguard, which is a $1 trillion asset company. Give me a moment here, bear with me. And they were founded on May 1st. May is Taurus's month, which is sign of money. The 1st. And 1975. And when you add that all together, that would equal 28. I told you before, 28 is the number of money. And if you add up the Federal Reserve's bounded date, it would be 22, which is the master builder. And they did not build something they built from the ground up, the Federal Reserve. And the Federal Reserve is an ox. It's born a year of the ox. And remember, it had Jupiter in Capricorn, which is in the Chinese astrology, the ox is Western astrology's Capricorn. They had energy in the Jupiter in Capricorn and their tail in Capricorn. So they had a lot of Capricorn energy, which deals with the ox. But now with Vanguard, this group is born in the year of the cat, which in the Western astrology would be Pisces. Again, they're an asset management company worth trillions. And when you add up, again, the founding date, May 1st, 1975 equals 28. And looky here. This time, they have their tail in the house of money, but their sun sign and the Mercury is in the house of money. So they think all about money. That's all they think about. How are we going to get this money? Our soul's purpose, our purpose of being born is to make money. And they have a love for money because Venus is in the second house, which rules Taurus, which adds beauty, adds money, adds the arts, you know what I'm saying? And it's in Gemini, tail in Gemini, which means they will say anything and anything to get your money on a negative aspect, or they're amazing sales people that can sell things and, you know, talk you into giving them money. Basically, like, they'll sell a fridge to an Eskimo and they'll just tell you whatever you need to hear to get you to buy what they need. Or they're amazing. They're very colorful in their way of speaking, and they communicate and articulate themselves in a way that, wow, you know what I'm saying? They really know what they're talking about, so I'm going to give them my money. Again, they're an asset company. And they have the head in 8th house, which is traditionally Scorpio. Again, deals with IRS, taxes, corporate endeavors, me and my partner's money. This is my money, how I make money. This is how me and my partners make money. And they have it in Sagittarius, which means they deal a lot with foreigners. I'm sure they do. They deal a lot with the IRS, deal a lot with anything and everything to make money, corporate endeavors. That's all of them. And again, they're an asset company. And they have Jupiter in the 12th house. And again, they're a cat, which means Pisces, and they have Jupiter in the 12th house, which is Pisces traditionally, but in this case, it's Aries, because the first house is Taurus, Aries, Taurus, you get it? And they have Mars in Pisces, which, you know, again, Mars is the drive, so they have a drive for that. When it comes to their groups, for sure, you know what I'm saying? As a group, they have a drive to make money, you know, to live the dream. Let's see. But yeah, they definitely are about their money, for sure. And which explains why they made trillions. And again, when you add up their number, it equals 28, the founding date. Let's look at some other people. Now let's look into people now. Let's look into LeBron James. He's a big... Michael Jordan was born on the 17th, by the way, which equals 8. And LeBron James, although he wasn't born, he doesn't have any 8s in his birthday. 12/30, 1984, you'll see why he still made a lot of money. And his born on the 28th as well. Or the number equals 28, his birthday. You add it all up, equals 28. Look at this. Again, you can either read it from first, second, third, fourth, or you can read it from here. First, second. But let's say from here. His second house has the sun and Jupiter, which is, again, the house of money. You wonder why he made so much money? And it crosses over to the 8th house, which deals with corporate endeavors. Of course, he got a lot of corporate endeavors going on, you know what I'm saying? not just basketball, but he has other ways of making money. And he also has the North Node in Taurus, the house, the sign of money, and the sixth house, which is the house of work and services. So he's going to make a lot of money with his work and services to the world playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? But he has Jupiter in the second house. And again, this is a Jupiterian effect in the house of money, Taurus, but in the sixth house. And he has the tail in Scorpio, which means he definitely is thinks about making money, definitely wants power and control, but he also has Saturn there, so he needs to learn how to not negatively sting himself, not because he could lose his money this way. But Saturn, big structures, restriction, stability, and practicality. But if he learns how to manage his money, he'll definitely be good. But if he doesn't, he's gonna lose it. We're here, and he needs to be careful at home because Mars at home in Pisces is not a good sign. And LeBron is a rat, by the way. Born year of the rat. The rat is Sagittarius. The rat is Sagittarius in the Western astrology, and he has December. He was born December 30, and we're Sagittarius. So as you see, there is definitely similarities that goes on here. There's correlations here. That's definitely, if you know how to look for the signs, you'll be able to tell why someone was able to do what they did and make a lot of money. Let's look into Bill Gates. Bill Gates was born October 28th. Again, the founder of Microsoft, dealt a lot with technology. And what do you know? He has the Jupiter and Uranus in the 11th house, which deals with technology. Aquarius deals with dealing with groups, because he definitely made a group with Microsoft. As a group, they made a lot of money, and they has in Leo, which means they got a lot of fame, a lot of fortune, a lot of love, a lot of light, and they transformed. They helped bring change, transformation to this world by bringing the internet, Microsoft. Well, the Microsoft in general. I'm not going to say the internet, but deals with technology. He dealt with technology. He made a lot of money in technology. He has, what do you know? He looked at all this energy in his second house. It could be his first house, but let's just say his second house. He has Venus here, which is where she's happy at, in the sign of money, the Sun and Saturn. So that means he had to take a long time, at least a decade or more, to accumulate all his wealth. But at the end, he definitely did it, as long as he worked in a group and learned. As long as he worked with technology, was friendly, dealt with innovations, technology, inventions, helped invent a new thing. He made a lot of money. Makes sense. Got a lot of fame and fortune. You know what I'm saying? And it's in first, second. He has a tail or head in the second, Sagittarius. Even more money. This guy is blessed with money. No wonder he became a billionaire. But he had to work for it, though. It didn't just come to him. He had to work for it, and he sure did. He sure did. But it makes sense to me. I could say a lot more, but we're just going to speak on his finances, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to speak about his marriage and all that. Speak about just the finances, why he made money, and why he was so successful at it. Technology, North Node in the sign of money, or in the second house, which deals with money in Sagittarius. Scorpio, all this energy in Scorpio, which again deals with taxes, IRS, corporate endeavors. And of course, it reflects here, which deals with money, 8th house. It makes sense. Hopefully I'm speaking in the language of simplicity to you guys, but it makes sense to me. Now let's look into Elon Musk, who also was born on the 28th, but in June 28th, 1971. And what's his name? Bill Gates was a goat, by the way. No, this is Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a 7 life path which deals with technology. He's a very smart guy, and he is Aquarius technology, and he has Mars here, which means he has a strong drive to 1, 2. So if we read it from this way, if we read from 1, 2, he's gonna make most of his money from technology with corporate endeavors, um, taxes, IRS. He's gonna make a lot of money again with technology, inventing new things, which help. Well, he didn't. Tesla was around, but he kind of stole that from Nikolai Tesla. But it's another story here. Or he didn't because he doesn't give credit to Nikolai Tesla, I should say, long as far as I know. But technology is where he's going to make a lot of his money. He has that drive there, and he's a very smart guy, very intellectual man. Again, Aquarius is an air sign, which deals with intellect, very intellectual. But if you rule it like this, first, second, oh look, he has Venus in his second house and the sun, which rules money. If you read it that way. But if you read it from here, he's still blessed with money with Leo. Well, it could work both ways. You know what I'm saying? It could work both ways. It can help him make one, or he doesn't have. If you read it like that, he doesn't have luck with love affairs. He's had how many divorces, and he doesn't have a good relationship with his children. It explains why, and this also shows that he's not going to live a long life, probably, or going to have heart issues, or just problems with love, problems with his children, problems with money too, because he's gonna. Next year is his enemy sign, which Snake and Pig are enemy signs. He's born near the Pig, which Pig is the equivalent to Taurus. He has a lot of Taurus energy here. Taurus is Scorpio energy. And look, he has Jupiter in the 6th house, which deals with Scorpio, which means he has luck with money here. Man, this guy's lucky with money too, but he's not so lucky with love affairs though. And he might have issues with speaking. He might have issues with money, which he's going to have next year. He's already having issues. If he didn't get that loan from Obama back in the day, he wouldn't be where he's at. So, that helps him out. And he has to work hard for it too. He constantly thinks about how to keep it. Because first, you can either this is the 11th or the 1st. However you want to think of it. Or it's either the 1st house or the 12th house, I should say. Apologies. But yeah, he's definitely a money guy. But in terms of technology, that's where he's going to make most of his wealth at. And he is. Now let's look into the heir of Walmart, who was also born on the 28th. You see the common theme here, guys? Either 28, 8, or 6. 28, let's see, what's his year? And he's a monkey. Born year of the monkey, and America's a monkey country. So you wonder why he does so good in America. The heir of Walmart, S. Robson Walton. Let's see here. So, boom. So you could either say his first house is Libra or his first house is here. Let's say this is his first house. Second house will come, which is the sign of money. Look at this. Love and light, shine, fame, thinking about money, communication, just talking, and the drive to make money is here. In Scorpio, which deals again with taxes, IRS, corporate endeavors. If you look at the other side, deals with Taurus, which deals with money. Definitely thinks a lot about money, which he should, because he's the heir of $1 billion company. And he has Jupiter in Virgo, which would either be his 12th or, because if you don't hear 12, 11. Let's do it from that. So let's say this is first house, 12th, 11th. So He probably makes Virgo deals with cleaning, structure, organization, health, deals with working services, so they make a lot of money. They got a lot of workers working for them, and he and it's in the 11th house, which deals with groups and technology. So he definitely uses technology. They definitely sell technology. They definitely sell health products. They sell a lot. Walmart has a big, a big variety of things. And let's look at their, so yeah, but this, helps, or this kind of drags it down, but it's still very benefic. Now let's read it from this. Let's say this is his first, second, third, ninth house. Ninth house in Cancer, if you put it that way. And America's a Cancer country, so it makes sense why they're doing so good in America. And it's in the 10th house. If you read this from the first house, it's in the 10th house, which deals with the government. So they've probably gotten help from the government or something along those lines, or maybe had issues with the government because, well, Saturn rules the 10th house, so that actually boosts it. You know what I'm saying? That's where he's happy at. This they took a while to get where they have to be or where they're at, but you know what I'm saying, after a long time, they've established themselves. You know what I'm saying? And Walmart, or at least, again, he was born year monkey. I'm not sure when Walmart was founded. I didn't look that up, but I guarantee you it's going to have some good aspects with money in it. So yeah, technology, groups, health, wellness, you know what I'm saying? That's where he's going to make a lot of money. He does with Walmart. Again, Scorpio, a lot of energy in Scorpio, which rules you and your partner's money, corporate endeavors, so that adds that. But if this is the first and second house, look, his second house has Venus, which adds love and beauty and money. You know what I'm saying? This guy has a good money chart too. He got to work for it eventually. You know what I'm saying? He got to build it up, the corporation, climb up the ladder, climb up the mountain like the goats. But these guys are definitely big. Walmart's definitely big, and it makes sense why he made money. We definitely help doing it with technology, the internet too. You know what I'm saying? Selling health products, selling things of that nature. Let's see here. And let's look at this guy, JP Morgan, man. JP Morgan, a banker, man. He helped make the banks. He was supposed to be on that Titanic too, but him being who he is and connected to who he is, he knew. Actually, I'm gonna be quiet. I don't want to spread controversy, but he owned the cruise line, or the line that the Titanic was on. So he was supposed to be on there, but he got off. I'm gonna leave that to your guys' imagination why he got off, but he got off, and that saved his life. Because if he would have stayed, he would have died like the rest of them, most likely. JP Morgan. Look at that. In the sign of money. Good aspects in the sign of money. Leo here. Good aspect with the sign of money. Leo rules fame and fortune. Remember, rules gold. He's a banker too, and this rules the banks. Chase Bank. It's all him. Scorpio, and he has Saturn in Scorpio, so that means he had to really work for it. He had to really, put in that work. It's going to take decades, but he left this world. He famously said, millionaires don't need astrology, but billionaires do. One of the biggest bankers in the world said that. So if you guys don't think this helps you make money, I'm going to be nice and not say anything, but these guys use it. It's clear as day why he became who he was. He's famous with that. Technology, innovative, banking. Again, he helped make this Federal Reserve and the banks, Chase Banks. Innovation right here. Luck with innovation, luck with new inventions, luck with gold, luck with love affairs, luck with money. I mean, he had to work for it, corporate endeavors. He might have had some issues with corporations, corporate endeavors, things of that nature. Taxes wasn't the thing that back then. I think, yeah, taxes wasn't really a thing because he was born in 1837. But he was one of the ones who helped set that system up, though, for sure. And him being an Aries, of course, he's going to be combative, aggressive, and the first to do things. Aries are the first to do things. Everything's born in Aries. They're the first to do things. Makes sense. And man, I can keep going for days, honestly, but I just wanted to give you guys those examples. Hopefully you guys see what I saw and was like, oh, no wonder he made money. Saying he had so many good aspects when it comes to money. And I say that to say this. I am also endeavoring to make more money. I'm also endeavoring to help build my career, which would deal with astropsychology, numerology, kundalini, health and wellness, and I'm also going into the law. Not only universal laws, but I'm going to dabble more into man-made laws, because ignorance of the laws is not an excuse, and they demand us to know all these laws, even the new ones they just made. And it should be smart, especially going from my chart. It explains why I should go into medicine and the law. It's funny, my mom always said you should be a doctor and a lawyer. I always laughed it off, but come to find out, those are actually the best ways for me to make money, with medicine and the law. Whether it be man-made law or universal law, I'm going to add both. In terms of medicine, I'm going more holistic, natural medicine. I'm not into giving people drugs and pills, but it's another story. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys need help finding out where would be the best place to make money for you, hit me up. I got you. And I'll go a lot more in depth than this. I just wanted to make this simple and get straight to the point. I could have said a lot more about each individual, but I didn't want to make it too long. Peace.